Hey guys, welcome back to Rossoneri TV. I'm Gio and I'm with Adamo for the pre-match hangout ahead of AC Milan Cagliari, which will kick off at the San Siro in just a few minutes. But before we get started, let's talk about the main topic here, because the main discussion today is on the Curva Sud and what they said yesterday in their statement and what they're encouraging all the fans to do in a form of protest to boycott this team. Of course, they don't want anyone to attend the match for AC Milan Cagliari, and for people that already bought their tickets to make the effort and stay outside instead of actually going inside and supporting the team. Also, they said not to buy any official merchandise, once again, for protest and so forth. Adamo, we've been talking about it for a long time. Why is the Curva Sud taking a stand? Why aren't they making a statement themselves instead of just going there every match, supporting the team, supporting what they seem as the management decisions? Instead of actually, being there and protest against all of this. Why didn't they do it earlier? And finally today, after such a long period, the Curva Sud are taking a stand. They're telling the fans, they're telling Berlusconi that this is the last chance. You can already see some pictures outside the San Siro, just empty, quite empty. And they also put a banner in the San Siro saying "Game Over," which pretty much could be the case for Berlusconi if he continues to act this way. What do you make about all this that has happened?
Well, I mean, it's hard to go against what the Curva Sud are doing right now because it's kind of deserved, really. You look at other teams. Like let's say, for example, I've seen pictures all over the internet about Dortmund's fans, how even at away games they fill stadiums. At their home games, their stadium's always full, even though at the beginning of the season, and still they're not. They're getting closer to Europe, but they're still not the same Dortmund as a few seasons ago. Their fans are always there. But the difference between Dortmund and Milan is that Dortmund, first of all, actually have some sort of a plan, and what's happening this season is more of like a mishap, and they don't bullshit their fans like Milan does. Milan likes a lot of their fans. They'll say things that aren't even true. There's so much stuff that happens behind the scenes that nobody even knows about. So to think about the stuff that we do know, imagine that times 10 worse. But overall, yeah, like I said, Milan, it's like they don't even care about their fans anymore. I'm sure they do at the heart, but for some reason they have no ambition to really please their fans or really listen to their fans at all. So overall, it's a very, very sticky situation, and hopefully Milan can get out of it.
Yeah, well said there. And specifically, I do hope that Milan and especially the Curva Sud fans and their fans at the San Siro will continue to do this until the end of the season. This is not only a real protest against the players, but more towards the management, specifically Berlusconi. So hopefully it goes and continues to be this way until the end of the season, because a true message needs to be given to the management up there. And of course, they need to understand the fans and especially support the fans and at least not lie to them, be true to the fans about those situations. Now let's get into the match, because of course Milan won't be facing an easy task against Cagliari, a team that's not doing so well. They're in the relegation zone, but however they have done some great results all season round at times, like beating Inter 4-1 at the San Siro. So Milan will be going with a 4-3-3, as we had mentioned in the match preview. They're going to go with Diego Lopez in net. Back four made out of Abate on the right, Mexes Spalletta in the middle, Antonelli on the left. The midfield will be made of Van Ginkel on the left. That is due to Bonaventura's knee problem that was just learned about today. De Jong will be making a return in that middle, Poli on the right. And up front, the trident, Menez on the left, Destro in the middle, on the right. Adamo, what do you think about the starting lineup? Good enough to beat Cagliari and hopefully bring home the 3 points?
Well, it's a typical situation for Milan. Always, we most of the time have the better team on paper, and then we always end up getting the shorter end of the stick as we either get one or no points. But this game, as I mentioned earlier, should be very, very interesting because we all know how Cagliari and Zeman likes to just constantly attack. There's images all over the internet about on kickoff when they line up their entire squad on the halfway line. But they're a pure attacking side. Milan, after they score one goal, become a pure defensive side. So it should be a very mixed match, and hopefully there's a lot of action. Maybe it'll be an entertaining game. Really, it's like at this point, I'd rather Milan lose and at least be entertaining, because now I'd rather watch Toronto FC play than AC Milan, because their games are just not entertaining at all anymore. Like there's no spark in their game. There's nothing to look forward to. It's like I mentioned in earlier videos. It's like a chore to watch AC Milan. Like we do it because we love the club, but it's so hard and like sickening to watch.
Yeah, well said. These last matches are mostly like friendly matches because it's not even a purpose anymore. So of course we'll be here supporting them, but in the end, guys, these are the matches, and as Adamo mentioned, rather support a local team than actually watching this bullshit week in and week out. Therefore, with that being said, let's get some predictions. I'm gonna go with a 2-2 tie in this game. Milan will be winning once again. They're gonna be once again very, very disappointing, even with no one in front of them to watch. But that's how it is. Adamo, you made a very good point there when you said that Milan defends after getting the lead, while Cagliari will just attack. I'm very scared that this will be the situation once again, like we have seen in previous encounters. And once again, Milan could be paying the price for the infinite time this season. What's your prediction, Adamo?
I'm going to have to agree with you and go with the 2-2, because I think it's going to be the typical situation again. I think with everything that's going on, I don't know if the players will have it in them to really push themselves, no matter if they give it 100% or whatever happens. I don't think it's possible for the players to really get through the situation, especially with how the fans have reacted. So it's not that easy to play in front of fans that are not there. So it will be a difficult situation. I'm going to go 2-2 as well.
All right, guys, that is it. Don't forget to subscribe to Rossoneri TV, as after the match, we'll be back with a match review, aka discussion. Also, Valley P is expected to join us. Therefore, we'll have a nice discussion with him. And enjoy the match, guys. Don't fall asleep. Keep your grappa next to you in case we're losing. But that is about it. Thank you for watching. This has been Gio and Adamo signing off, as usual. Forza Milan.